Well, this one is pretty straightforward. We are going to solve for a variable in an equation with radicals. So we've seen these before where we have equations with multiple variables in them. We call them multivariate equations. Sometimes we might refer to them as formulas in certain situations. And those formulas or those equations generally come solved for one variable. If we take a look at this, this is an equation that has h equals, and h is the only variable on the left side of the equation, meaning it is solved for h. There's other stuff happening on the right side. H is equal to the square root of r over 3. Always note when you're solving equations like this, lowercase letters, capital letters, be consistent with how the problem is stated. We are going to take this and we're going to solve this for r. And you can see our r is buried here inside the radical. So we need to get it out. We are going to have to find a way to make that radical go away. It's the same as we've seen in the other videos. We need to square it. So we're going to take this entire thing and we're going to square it. And then we also have to square the other side of the equation. So what we have then is h squared is equal to, this squared cancels out the entire radical, leaving us with just r over 3. So now we have freed up the r, we've removed those, the radical, and the only other thing we have to do now is eliminate this 3. We need to get rid of this fraction, so we will multiply by 3 on both sides. That leaves us with 3h squared is equal to r. And we have successfully solved the equation for r. We've isolated r on one side. So here's one for you to try. The equation is the square root of 6 times d, it's a capital D, is equal to lowercase c. And we're going to solve this for d. Go ahead and pause and try this on your own. What you notice is that the c is all by itself, which means it's currently solved for c. We want to solve it for this d, which again is under that radical. So we need to eliminate the radical first. Let's square it, and then we will square this side. That leaves us with, if that cancels out, the squared and the radical cancel out, 6 times d is equal to c squared. We then need to divide by 6 on both sides so that the d can be all by itself. D, capital D, is equal to c squared over 6. And there we go. We have now solved the equation for d. And that's it. That is how we solve equations for a specified variable when there are radicals in that equation.